Motivation is loud. Discipline is silent. Motivation promises change tomorrow. Discipline demands action today. And if motivation keeps failing you, it is not because you are broken. It is because you were trained to depend on the wrong thing. Motivation feels powerful at the beginning. It shows up when the idea is new, when the goal feels exciting, when the future looks clean and simple. Motivation thrives on imagination, on the image of who you could become, on the fantasy of transformation without resistance. But real life is not built in imagination. It is built in repetition. And repetition is where motivation dies. Most people don't fail because they lack desire. They fail because desire disappears the moment discomfort appears. Motivation works only when conditions are perfect, when sleep was good, when stress is low, when the environment is supportive. The moment pressure enters the room, motivation leaves. That is why motivation feels unreliable, because it is. It depends on emotion, and emotion changes constantly. One bad night of sleep, one difficult conversation, one unexpected problem. Suddenly, the energy is gone. The fire disappears. The plan feels heavy. And most people interpret this as a sign. They think, maybe this is not the right time. Maybe I need a break. Maybe I'll start again when I feel ready. That is the trap, because the feeling of readiness almost never returns. Discipline does not wait for readiness. Discipline moves without permission from emotion. Discipline understands a truth most people avoid. You will never feel ready every day. You will never feel motivated consistently. You will never feel confident before action. Those feelings come after. Discipline moves first. Confidence follows later. Motivation asks, how do I feel today? Discipline asks, what must be done today regardless of how I feel? That question changes everything, because it removes negotiation. Most people negotiate with themselves constantly. They negotiate in the morning. They negotiate at night. They negotiate when things get uncomfortable. They bargain with effort. They compromise standards. They lower expectations. Discipline does not negotiate. Discipline creates structure, and structure removes choice. You don't decide every day whether to show up. You simply show up. You don't debate whether to act. You act. This is why disciplined people look calm under pressure. They are not stronger emotionally. They are not more motivated. They are simply trained. They train themselves to move without emotion. Motivation feels good, but it is unstable. Discipline feels boring, but it is reliable. And reliability wins. Most people chase intensity. They want dramatic change. They want visible progress fast. But real transformation is quiet. It happens in moments no one sees, in early mornings, in empty rooms, in decisions that feel small. One workout when no one is watching. 1 hour of focus when distractions are available. One disciplined choice when comfort is easier. Those moments do not feel heroic. They feel ordinary. That is why most people ignore them. They underestimate the power of small, repeated actions. They want results without repetition, growth without boredom, progress without patience. Discipline demands all three. It demands patience. It demands consistency. It demands humility. Discipline strips away ego. There is no applause for discipline, no instant reward, no public recognition. And that is exactly why it works. When no one is watching, you discover who you really are. When there is no external pressure, no deadline, no praise, discipline reveals character. Motivation performs. Discipline endures. Motivation wants to be seen. Discipline does not care. Most people fail not because life is hard, but because they rely on feelings to decide their actions. Feelings are unreliable advisors. They change with weather. They change with mood. They change with comfort. Discipline is not emotional. It is structural. It does not ask how today feels. It asks what the standard is. Standards remove chaos. When you live by standards, you no longer waste energy deciding. You wake up and you know what to do. You act without discussion. You move forward even when resistance is present. This is how momentum is built. Momentum does not come from motivation. It comes from action. Action creates evidence. Evidence builds belief. Belief strengthens identity. Identity is everything. When you see yourself as disciplined, your behavior follows naturally. But identity is not created by words. It is created by proof. Every time you act despite resistance, you reinforce who you are. Every time you quit, you reinforce the opposite. Discipline is not about perfection. It is about direction. You will fail some days. You will fall short sometimes. The difference is what happens next. Motivation collapses after failure. Discipline adjusts and continues. Motivation says, I failed, so what's the point? Discipline says, I failed, now continue. No drama, no self-pity, no pause, just forward motion. This is why disciplined people recover faster. They don't identify with failure. They identify with the process. They understand that progress is uneven, that effort does not always feel rewarding, that growth is uncomfortable by design. They do not chase comfort. They respect it, but they don't obey it. Comfort is seductive. It whispers safety. It promises relief. But comfort never leads anywhere new. Discipline creates friction, and friction creates strength. If motivation keeps failing you, it is because it was never meant to carry you long term. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the engine. You can start with motivation, but you must continue with discipline. Stop waiting to feel inspired. Stop waiting to feel confident. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. That moment does not exist. The disciplined life is not exciting. It is effective. It is quiet. It is repetitive. It is lonely at times, but it works. It works when motivation disappears. It works when no one believes in you. It works when results are slow. Discipline builds something deeper than success. It builds self-respect. When you know you can rely on yourself, everything changes. You stop needing external validation. You stop explaining your choices. You stop chasing approval. You move differently, calmer, more focused, more grounded. This is the silent advantage. People see the results later, but the work happens long before. In silence, in routine, in consistency. Motivation seeks excitement. Discipline seeks alignment. Alignment between who you say you are and how you act when it's difficult. That alignment is rare. That is why disciplined people stand out, even when they say nothing. They don't talk about goals. They don't announce plans. They don't seek attention. They execute. Quietly, relentlessly, without drama. If motivation is failing you, let it go. It was never meant to lead. Build discipline instead. Build systems. Build routines. Build standards. Do the work when it feels boring. Do the work when it feels pointless. Do the work when quitting would be easier. That is where strength is formed. Not in hype, not in speeches, not in emotion, but in silence. Stay disciplined. Subscribe.